Please do not contact or harass people I mention in this video I created. I am only stating the drama of what happened and also will give my opinion on the issue which you may disagree with me about. Which you can leave your comments down below.
Okay. This is what happened. This started this started a hashtag called Super Straight. Why? Because this kid on the on the right said this.
New sexuality now, actually. It's called super. Yo guys, I made a new sexuality now, actually. It's called super straight, okay? Since straight people or straight men as myself, I get called transphobic because I wouldn't date a trans woman. You know, they're like, would you date a trans woman? I'm like, no, why? That's a female. No, like, that's not a real woman to me. Like, I want a real woman. No, you're just transphobic. So now, I'm super straight. I only date the opposite gender, women, that are born women. So you can't say I'm transphobic now because that's just my sexuality, you know?
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about this because already it's being talked about on social media to the point that there's a hashtag that just popped up. And of course, you know, there's some people that don't like the super straight thing. And I can understand what's going on because a lot of them feel attacked. And this is something that needs to be addressed. Because what happened was Kyle Royce, who basically made this, was also being harassed for saying that. Now let's get into this whole issue with the trans community and why the trans community is upset with Kyle Royce. I can explain why. Because the trans community feels attacked by what he said, and the super straight thing is now trending. Because of the fact that I know 4chan's trying to, you know, divide and conquer and try to attack everybody over this by making memes and posting and shit posting about this. Like, this is what's going on. Super straights rights are human rights. Like, this is literally like the memes that they're trying to do. Like, they're trying to, you know, make it into a joke. And it's like, because a lot of them are really getting upset over this. And it's kind of why it's so funny. My sexuality is based on your sex, not your pronouns. My sexuality is mine, and you don't have the right to try to change it. I can see what sex you are, and it's my right to not want to fuck you because of your sex. That's called genitalia preference, and completely valid. But genitalia preference is not a sexual identity. And it's like, this is something that people have the right to do. Like, they have the right. And it gets to the point. If you don't understand how gender identity ideology turns to activism into rape culture, just get involved with the super straight debate, because it's kind of obviously a debate on the issue, because the fact that the meme is happening, I can't help but laugh at this, because they're literally trying to say, oh, these anime characters, like, they literally, like, Anayanagri hates the super straight. Your mom hates super straight. Himoko, like, it's kind of funny. Like, this person's trying to do this, and it's so funny. Like, it's literally hilarious because they kind of say this. Like, what is super straight? A new sexuality that means that you are only attracted to cisgender women or men. This is made due to the influx of people saying you aren't straight. You aren't attracted to trans women / men. We are part of the LGBTQ now, super straight. Like, it's hilariously funny. It like, they don't realize it's just a joke because of the fact that they tried to point this out, because it's true what they're doing. They're getting upset. And I kind of understand where Kyle Royce is coming from, because he's getting, like, a lot of people are getting tired of being accused of transphobia all because they reject a trans woman. And they want to date real women. And I get that point. But the problem is that the trans community needs to address this issue. They need to admit that they have an infestation of trans incels. That they have they're all a bunch of trans Beckys getting upset over the fact that they can't find a date, they can't find a relationship, they're very lonely, and it's sad. It's sad that some of them get upset over this. And I get where they're coming from, but at the same time, they need to stop and calm down and realize this is just his preference. You shouldn't be upset with his preference. You should just, I'm pretty sure there's a dating pool out there that you can go out with anybody. But the problem is you guys are getting upset over one person saying, hey, I don't like to date trans women. And that's fine. But getting upset with him saying now I'm super straight and it's a new sexuality that should be accepted by the LGBTQ. And that's kind of why it's a response to what's going on, is that the trans community is super toxic, getting upset over this, over a 16-year-old guy basically saying this. And they went after his family, calling his mom and sending death threats to him. This is how bad it is. I get that they're upset, but don't go off the deep end just because you disagree with a person and you don't like what the person says online. Sure, make fun of it. Sure, do that. But don't go off the deep end expecting people to sympathize with this. Because already people are sympathizing with Kyle over this because, yeah, people are getting fed up with how the trans community is getting upset over this and treating people. And I kind of have to agree with someone's point. Like, this is what's going on. Like, the trans community keeps using the go-to words, transphobia, TERF. And it's like the go-to word to shame people in order to get them laid with trans women. And it's getting to the point that people had enough of this. Look, they prefer to be with women. They prefer to be with men. But at the same time, you know what? People have the right to choose who they want to be with. And that's their preferences. If they prefer to date if they prefer to date an alien from outer space, that's their choice. If they prefer to date anyone outside their race, that's their choice. If they prefer to date anyone that's the same gender as them, that's their choice. They have the right to. And they even have the right to reject. And it's sad that people don't understand that concept anymore. So anyways, guys, you can go ahead and disagree with me. You can downvote this video. You can say I'm transphobic. I don't care. But this kind of shows how this kind of exposes the trans community's hypocrisy to the point, yeah, I kind of agree with what my friends were talking about, because these people are really upset over a 16-year-old kid, basically blowing everyone's mind with this. So anyways, guys, leave your thoughts down below and tell me what you guys think, because I have to go. Bye-bye, because this is just crazy. Because it's really sad that people would not get over this. So get over it.